So Dan, you know, I'm seeing a lot of what we've done in the past. We've utilized some of these tooled leathers, and I'd like to kind of transfer it, especially, I mean, just pulling this boot out of your line and doing, you know, doing one for boot daddies. It just gives it just a little bit more kick and a little bit more flair. So I'd like to use like this distressed lizard.
I really like that idea.
I mean, the combination.
That's awesome.
So
it blends beautiful. So
we could write this just as a men's boot, basic 13-inch top. Now that's a snip toe, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to keep it on a snip toe, or do you want to go to a broad square toe like this with a double stitch welt?
Wow. Now you're kicking it. Okay.
You know, or possibly take it from this to Cowboy Certified.
So we can do the lizard in the Cowboy Certified.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's take that distressed lizard and let's put this tool top on a Cowboy Certified.
I'll have to look up the name on it, but that's not a problem. It's Eagle Floral print.
Yeah, I like that idea of leaning it, you know, in the Cowboy Certified. Even though, you know, what I'd like to do too, Dan, is to try to. I want to get you to experiment with a double stitch on that snip toe.
I think
we need to try to do a sample just to see kind of what that turns out to look like, because I know. I've done a couple with some pointed toes with that double stitch look, and that guy that's wearing this boot, the Cowboy Certified, that wide square, he's less apt to go to a pointed toe. But you put a double stitch on that thing.
It opens it up just a little bit to make him comfortable with it.
Yes, yeah, it definitely does.
It helps the transition.
So let's put a mate, because I saw a different color in here. Let me find that one, because I'd like to use this. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Absolutely.
That's the tan piedra with a cognac eagle floral.
Now that is absolutely.
That's hot.
I mean, that could be a men's and a ladies.
Yeah, very easily.
Very easily.
Very easily.
Well, let's go ahead and write that both ways. You know, some of these hand tooled or printed leathers really kind of class a boot up. You know, I was just thinking too, trying to think of something we could utilize, like into a lady's skirt boot, like maybe even kick this up to a 14-inch top instead of a 13-inch top.
On the ladies, I think that's a great idea.
Now, what form could we put that on in the ladies to make that into a fashion?
Well, you know, what direction do you want to go with the fashion? What customer are you looking at? Are you looking for more of this Cowboy Certified type?
No, I think going to more of a pointed toe, more of a maybe even an elongated last that's really low profile, pointed, real fashion forward.
Little lower heel to it, but undershot?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if any lower heel, because the higher heel for ladies' fashion, I think, is going to be definitely. I know now the last that you do in the Old El Paso in the ladies.
Yeah, that's a much higher heel.
That's a much higher heel.
And I think that's to me, it's a very feminine look.
Let's do it that way. That's definitely would like to do it. You know, because I think this would be one killer. You know, I know, you know, John L. and Tiffany keep bringing up how skirts have really been, and skirts and dresses both have been made a big. In the spring, it's gonna be back even bigger
and into next fall.
So I think finding more boots that are going to lend itself to being especially
that
a women's skirt.
Heel is to me a much more feminine
sexy,
look to
man.
it. Sexy, yeah, there you go, sexy look rather than a short squatty heel.
Definitely. Okay. Well, you got so many leathers to choose from, you know, on all these. You know, the exotics, you know, and just looking back through some of these, actually, we even thought about, I think it'd be smart to do a black on black.
That would be awesome. That would, you know, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
right there.
Let's do a ladies' fashion boot the same way as this brown. Black lizard foot with a black hand tool top. That'd be absolutely gorgeous. I think we utilized all of our tool leathers. We did some in Cowboy Certified and Cowgirl Certified, and then some more back to the fashion deal. You know, I tell you what, some of these prints. Are you experimenting with any of these
right now? I've got all of this in my office right now that I'm working with.
Where are you seeing this stuff go? These alligator prints or croc prints? Where are you seeing that lend itself to? And more foot leathers or shaft leathers?
I'm seeing it more in a combination of two different leathers on the foot as well as the top. We use this maybe in an inlay on the top or a collar.
Okay.
And then this coming into maybe a split vamp where you've got the same leather that's in the top.
Right.
As you're putting it in the foot in conjunction with this, and not necessarily a wingtip, but maybe an offset vamp pattern.
Yeah, I like the idea of the inlays too. Hey guys, throw me one of those boots over there with the inlays in it over there, would you? Wow. I mean, you take a boot like that, I'm gonna get this lizard one out of the way. Now this boot you've designed for your spring collection, right?
Correct.
So this is actually, we've got this on order, it's coming to the store.
Right.
Man, this is absolutely cool. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of my young guys' business, you know, in that real retro vintage look moving forward, you know, with the pointed snip toe and doing some inlays and overlays.
Right.
Because you got both going on in this.
Yeah,
boot.
everything's going on in this product, and it lends itself not only to a more of an urban type fashion like this, but you could go the same way with it into your Cowboy Certified look.
Broad square.
And that, you know, because to me, this guy is just as hip as this guy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, here in this store, it's proven.
Definitely. So what do you think, I mean, in using one of these leathers, you know, maybe take
I think that's
something like
that's
this
a very
and doing
cool
it
idea.
into a
very cool
overlay,
idea.
because then you don't get a lot of the stretching
And
involved.
you get texture. You get texture and a more dimension to the product.
That would be pretty nice, just doing it
I
that
think
way.
that'd be awesome.
Definitely. You can even utilize more, you know, some of these colors back in.
You know, you could go into a combination of textures.
Alligator and ostrich
together.
You know, I've actually experimented a little bit with doing some different exotics together, and actually they're just hitting the store now with some stingray prints with the python print mix.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, you know, in our job we have to do so much homework and see what's happening, and then trying to make them Western.
And then make them Western.
Because we ain't building sandals.
No,
we're
that's
not
right.
building
That's
high-end, you know, ladies' fashion sandals.
We're
building
men's
cowboy
loafers.
boots. Yeah,
we're
exactly.
building.
But I like that idea. I think there's definitely something to lend itself to in combining some of these leathers together.
You know, you look at that along with to be able to come in and do something like that. Even, you know, we don't want to overuse anything, but
oh yeah,
you got a lot of things going on there.
Definitely.
But still in a tasteful vein.
Almost too much to choose from, Dan.
It's endless. It's endless.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple of them knocked out here. How about we go grab some lunch and we'll come back and finish up later?
That sounds great.
All right.